everyone, welcome back to Discovery with Miss Natalie. That's me. So this morning we are going to go on a journey to a whole new country, and we're going to learn today some things about the country Australia. You ever heard of the country Australia? You have? That's awesome. So we're going to learn about two different things. We're going to learn about something called bush animals, and then we're also going to learn about this really cool tree that grows in Australia this afternoon. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to read this story called 10 Bush Babies, and this is all about these little animals that live in something called the Australian bush. So this story was written by Susan Hall and illustrated by Naomi Zauer. So let's go ahead and see what animals we are going to learn about today. 10 bush babies. 10 bush babies went out one day into the sun to jump and play. Mrs. Roo rang ding, ding, ding. But only 9 bush babies ran in. Baby Wombat went home for a nap. That's what a baby wombat looks like. Wombats sleep for most of the day and mainly come out at night. So there's an animal that is known as a nocturnal animal, and that means that they sleep during the day and then they're awake at night. 9 bush babies went out one day into the sun to jump and play. Mrs. Roo rang ding, ding, ding. But only 8 bush babies ran in. Baby Echna went looking for some ants. So that's a baby Echna. Echnas catch ants and termites with their long tongues. So they have super, super long tongues, and they stick it out and they catch all of these little bugs and ants so that they can eat them. 8 bush babies went out one day into the sun to jump and play. Mrs. Roo rang ding, ding, ding. But only 7 bush babies ran in. Baby Koala went climbing up a gum tree. So that is a baby koala. And koalas eat gum leaves. They also get most of their water from the leaves. So that is what they like to eat. 7 bush babies went out one day into the sun to jump and play. Mrs. Roo rang ding, ding, ding. But only 6 bush babies ran in. Baby Possum went to find some lunch. So this is our little baby possum. He seemed hungry, so he went to go get some food. Possums eat flowers, fruit, and leaves. They carry their babies in a pouch. Does anyone else know of another animal that carries their babies in a pouch? A kangaroo! Just like Mrs. Roo right here. They carry their babies in a pouch too. 6 bush babies went out one day into the sun to jump and play. Mrs. Roo rang ding, ding, ding. But only 5 bush babies ran in. Baby Bilby went looking for his burrow. So this is a baby Bilby. Bilbies live underground in spiral-shaped burrows. They have long ears which keep them cool when it's hot. What does this animal look like to you? To me, it looks a little bit like a mouse or a rat. They also like to burrow and live underground too. 5 bush babies went out one day into the sun to jump and play. Mrs. Roo rang ding, ding, ding. But only 4 bush babies ran in. Baby Platypus went for a swim. So this is a baby platypus. Platypuses have webbed feet for swimming. They eat shrimps and worms. So do you see their feet? They are webbed, which means their toes have a little bit of extra skin in between them, and that really helps them swim underwater. Just like when you use a flipper on your foot, when you kick your foot, it helps you go a little faster. 4 4 bush babies went out one day into the sun to jump and play. Mrs. Roo rang ding ding ding. But only 3 bush babies ran in. Baby kangaroo went hopping through the grass. So there's our little baby kangaroo. Kangaroos can jump over 3 meters high. Their tails help them to balance. 3 meters is a lot. 3 meters is almost 10 feet, which is crazy. Think about how tall maybe your doorway is to get into your house. It's a little taller than that, which is very, very high that a kangaroo can jump. Bush babies went out one day into the sun to jump and play. Mrs. Roo rang ding ding ding. But only 2 bush babies ran in. Baby Quoll went to find his brothers. So that is a baby quoll. Quolls have up to 6 brothers and sisters. Their spots make them hard to see in the bush. So they have all these little spots on them. 2 bush babies went out one day into the sun to jump and play. Mrs. Roo rang ding ding ding. But only 1 bush baby ran in. Baby Dingo went to dig a hole. So that is a baby dingo. Dingoes look like dogs, but they can't bark. Sometimes they go out hunting in parks. That does look like a dog. Could you imagine seeing one of these dingoes thinking it was a dog, but they weren't barking? That would be kind of cool. But 1 bush baby went out one day into the sun to jump and play. Mrs. Roo rang ding ding ding. But none of the 10 bush babies ran in. Baby Emu went looking for his dad. So that is a baby emu. Emu chicks are looked after by their father. When the chicks grow up, their stripes disappear. So all of these stripes that you see, those would go away, and they wouldn't have them when they got bigger. Mrs. Roo went out one day to find her students who'd run away. Mrs. Roo rang ding ding ding. And all of the 10 bush babies ran in. There they all are. They all came back to Mrs. Roo so that they can learn some things. The end. Did you enjoy learning all about these really cool bush babies? So all of these animals that are bush babies, they live in an area that's just completely woods. There's no buildings. It hasn't been what we call developed, where a lot of buildings and houses and roads go. It's just a bunch of forests and trees. So these animals don't have to worry about anyone hurting them or having to worry about any roads or cars because there isn't any of that around. It's just them and the bush. So I hope you enjoyed learning about these cute little bush babies. And then come on back this afternoon because we are going to create our very own wattle tree. And I'll explain a little bit more about that later. So I hope you have a great rest of your morning, and I can't wait to see you again soon.